Order submitted.
All right, so we're placing an order here. We're going to be trying to buy above this bull bar, and I'll be going for 5 points. That should put us near the highs of the day. So what I like about this trade is that the market has been in a bull trend today, and we've had a couple tests down. So this leg down and this leg down, and both stayed above the moving average. And we had this additional bear bar that also tested down once again, staying above the moving average, and now we're getting a good-looking bull bar to be able to buy above. So I think a buy like this, it'd be good to go for a swing, like 2 times your
Order
risk.
filled.
But I also think it's reasonable to go for the 5 points, like I'm doing here. So this is Monday, and looking at the daily chart, this is what we've been following on the daily chart. In a way, it's a similar pattern to what we were just talking about on the 5-minute chart. But on the daily chart, you can see a couple tests down, and then good-looking bull bar that you can buy above. And I made a video this weekend on Saturday on how to study the previous week, and I was talking about how I believe that we could get to 6,000 in the next couple weeks. So I think it'll be good to be looking for long trades to be able to get up to the 6,000 number. My only concern with this trade, what made me somewhat hesitant to take it, was this possible wedge pattern. So we have this wedge, and typically with a wedge, the first breakout returns to the apex. You could call this like a triangle pattern, and when the market breaks out of the triangle, it normally comes back to the apex of the triangle, which would be around here. So that's my only hesitation with taking the trade. However, if the market is going to be going up, then we should be able to stay above this low and continue up from here. I don't think it would be very likely the market would come down here and then continue up. I think if it comes down here, it's probably going to be trying to test lower down here. All right, so we got a second bull bar as a follow-through bar, and that's a pretty good follow-through bar. That's what we want to see. You know, it's a bull bar with not too much of a tail on the bottom, and it's not too much of a tail on top, and it's also closing above the previous high. So that's a good follow-through bar there. And what we're betting on is that we are in a bull trend. Now we've had a double bottom, and now the trend is continuing. So, it should be a reasonable bet for it to try to come up to these highs again. In the weekend review video that I put out on Saturday, I talked about how the market has 3 stages to the day: the open, the middle of the day, and the end of the day. And each stage is either a trend or a trading range. So looking at today, we can look at the open, which was a trend. It was a bull trend up to around here. And as it transitions into the middle of the day, you can see we're in more of a trading range. And we might be in this trading range for a while, or might be able to break out of it now. But you can kind of see the times of days when there's the inflection points. So the open, and kind of up to around the 11 o'clock time, this bull phase ended, and we had more of a trading range price action. And then normally around 12:30 to 2:30, you get the middle of the day phase ending and transition to the end of the day. So then, if you've been in a trading range, then during the middle of the day, then it might switch to a trend. So around that 11 o'clock time and around the 1 to 2 o'clock time, you want to be looking for those inflection points and possible swings when there's a possible reversal in the market, or a possible change in the type of market, going from a trading range into a trend. It's like the open was a bull trend, middle was a trading range, and then the end of the day you might want to continue this bull trend. So you'd want to be looking for buys, for swing buys, for the trend to continue. Something I would like to start doing is just live streaming every day, and having there be a trade room either on Discord or on a separate site where you can take these trades along with me. And so if you'd be interested in something like that, then comment on this or message me on the Discord to let me know that you would be interested in it. And the idea would have to be that right, I'm not going to be taking every trade all day long, right? There's a lot of maybe trades throughout the day, and it kind of needs to be understood that I'm only going to be taking the premium setups, and possibly an occasional good scalp trade. Okay, so my video cut off, the recording cut off. I'm not sure exactly when that stopped. I was basically explaining all the different parts here that was going on. I'm not sure what point that stopped, but I was talking about in here. I thought this was a good double bottom in a bull trend, and we like to be buying above double bottoms in a bull trend. I was also talking about how the day has 3 stages. There's a beginning, there's the open of the day, and there's a middle of the day, and there's an end of the day. Then each stage is either a trend or a trading range. So you can see the start was a trend, and around 11 o'clock it transitions into a different stage, the middle of the day. It could keep trending, or it could revert into a trading range. And then that middle of the day, that changes to the end of the day around 1 or 2 o'clock. So today's been a trading range for the middle of the day. And then that end of the day, around 1 or 2, it might transition into might have trend continuation, or it might stay a trading range, or it might reverse down here. So your inflection points around 11 o'clock and around 1 or 2 o'clock. So those are the times I like to be looking for swing trades. So what I'd like to start doing is having a live stream every day. And so let me know if you're interested in this. I want to start doing a live stream every day where you can trade along with me. And so, we can be on the live stream. I can say heads up, we've got a possible trade coming as this bar is forming, and then we can place this trade together, and we can, and I can show you how to manage the trade, and so you can just follow along. Now, if you know the type of trades I take, I'm not actually trading the whole day. I'm not getting in and out on every bar. I'm only kind of taking those premium setups that happen 4 to 5 times a week. So I just want that to be understood. If you're going to be like watching the stream, it wouldn't be getting in and out on every bar. It'd really just be waiting for the premium setups to occur, and then that's what would be taken. So this bar is about to close as a bear bar. I think that's all right. Of course, we'd rather it just be a bull bar and continue up and get us out up here. But I'm saying it's all right because after these 4 bull bars, these are 4 strong bars, it's probably going to be a second leg up. So we can expect it to at least go above this high here. So I'm fine still holding our profit up here. And like I was saying about the live stream, if you're interested in that and being able to watch the live stream and follow along throughout the day and take trades like this, then let me know in the comments, message me on Discord, and let me know about your interest in something like that. All right, so we have another bull bar. I will probably start to manage this a bit closer if it goes above this high. It doesn't quite get our profit. The idea with these 4 bars is that we'll get a second leg, but at this point, this could be the minimum second leg, just off of this. This second leg doesn't have to be like a leg 1, leg 2, like that. The minimum second leg could have already been hit just with after a pullback and then a little bit more. So we did get a bull bar, so I'm going to continue to let it try to run up a little bit more, and we'll manage it a bit closer now. Probably at this point, I would just get out below a bear bar. So any bear bar that occurs, I'll just get out below that. There are also probably buyers below this bar. So after 5 or 6 bars up like this, probably buyers below for at least a scalp up. So I wasn't interested in getting out below that bull bar. So just like this here was a triangle, we have a smaller triangle here. So we can see that this bear bar was inside of this bull bar, and this bull bar was inside of this bear bar. So usually the first breakout in either direction returns to the apex of that triangle, which is what it's doing right now. So because of that, and also because of we've had so many bars recently where the low was above the low of the prior bar. I figured there'd be buyers below this, and we'd be able to at least ride out, one wave of a pullback here. So now we're hoping that this is basically 2 legs back that will fail, and then we'll continue up. If the bar closes something like this, I think it'd be reasonable to just get out at the close of that bar. But I think for me, I'm still going to try to hold on to it. I think I'm still looking for more buying after this. So I'll just move my stop up a little bit closer and still leave the profit target there. And of course, one of the risks with having your profit target be so high up, well, that is the risk, is that this is a trading range, and we are trying to sell the, don't want to get too greedy trying to sell too high in what could be a trading range. But I'm expecting that we'll have a little bit more up after this. So we've basically rode out a couple pullbacks here, and after that I'm not going to ride out anymore. I'm just gonna, if the bulls don't start winning here pretty soon, we'll just go ahead and get out. So if this bar that we're on becomes a bear bar, I will just get out below the bear bar. There's 2 ways to look at it. One would be a double top, so this high and then this bull bar. You can also look at it as a double bottom with this bear bar and this bear bar. So now we're getting that second leg up, and we're right above that high. So there are going to be more sellers there or more buyers. So we're pretty close to getting our profit. I'm going to go ahead and move my stop up pretty close.
Target filled.
Awesome. So target filled. All right, pretty easy trade. It's just went for 5 points. I think the trade made a lot of sense. We're in a bull trend, not only on this 5-minute chart, but the daily chart's in a bull trend. Bull trend, double bottom at the moving average here. Bears try to go lower one more time, fail one more time at the moving average, and then good looking bull signal bar. So I thought that was a good buy above there, and it's great because I like to go for 5 points, and then the 5 points was right up to these highs, so we kind of maximized the the profit we were able to get by. Kind of worked out perfectly. That 5 points was right at the high of that range. So I'd like to start doing streaming more and showing trades like this, and the idea is that you guys could just watch and trade along. And like I said, maybe there's only 4 or 5 trades a week like this, but the rest of the day is still spent. It's learning and explaining what's happening on these bars and explaining who the participants are, what they're thinking, talking about who's making money, what strategies are being used to make money. So if you're interested in something like that, let me know in the comments, send me a message, and I would enjoy doing something like that. So hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you next time.